Welcome back. We're continuing with Vagrus, the River Realms. Last time we went exploring and have no more food, or almost no more food, but we found an outpost, so we're going to be finding out what that is today. The Comitatus comes its way across the jagged bone-hued reaches of the Smolder Bone Flats. When you glimpse a rather distant formation from afar, first you believe it to be an unusually tall rock, but that observation is only half true. Upon approach, you realize it is some kind of watchtower, carved out from one of the region's characteristic natural stone spires. Its entrance is shielded by an awning, and several guardsmen loiter around it. They appear quite relaxed, from which you conclude there must be other, unseen, maybe even magical security around. Atop the tower, a ragged flag. Ragged? Is that a word? Flag thrashes about, depicting a manticore, clearly the crest of the Venery trading house. Based upon the fact that you are one of Smolder Bone's more volcanic territories, you have a pretty good guess as to what this building might be. The entrance to one of the several underground mushroom plantations in the area. Yo, we need food. Okay. Although you don't, so we can either pick, although you don't really deem the place dangerous, you also have more important things to attend to. No, this might prove to be an excellent trading opportunity. You approach. The guards at the entrance get somewhat more attentive as you stride towards them, but still not exactly worried or alert. You'd say they are used to dealing with comitati, and being an employee of merchants might even welcome them. The way they address you supports this assumption. Well met, Vagrus. If you wish to trade the Omphalat outpost welcomes you. Step inside, but first leave all your weapons to our care. Rest assured that you will be they will be returned once you depart. Bend your weapons and enter Falat. Yeah. Outpost. You entrust your weapons to the guards and enter the tower, followed by only some of your closest companions. Several watchmen escort you down a spiral staircase, working into the malleable ground. Unsurprisingly, the tower was just a front for the volcanic cavern sprawled beneath the surface, descending on a complex array of vast racks carved from bone. What? Descending on a complex array of vast racks carved from bone, you finally enter a huge subterranean grotto of pale luminescence. The place is riddled with a sweet musky scent and tall tree-like fungi, each of them gently glowing in the dark. Between them, there are small huts of clay and a multitude of workers scurrying around the stems, doing harvest work. Some on ladders, some on ropes dangling from the caps high above. Again, others tending to the mushrooms with fertilizer and dung. Dung is also fertilizer. Why is that separated? Do they mean like chemical fertilizer? I guess it could be compost. Whatever. A pale, half-naked man with exceptionally bulbous eyes walks towards you, smiling, eyes wide open. Ah, new business partners, I reckon. Welcome. It's been quite a while since we've had the pleasure to speak with fellow merchants. My name is Quoth, and I am the superintendent for this humble farming operation of the Venery Trading family. May I assist you? Looks to be a bit on edge. Maybe we can pass him about that. Press him about that. Perceptive too. Sure. Let's do that. Although he tries to hide it, Superintendent Kuath is visibly nervous. Is there some kind of problem, you ask? What? A problem? No. Nothing that should concern you. Just regular stress being responsible for everything around here. So we could chance it. Try to persuade him. High chance. Or we can mind read him. Yeah, we'll chance it. Success. You rolled 12 out of 100, equal to or below the test difficulty value of 80. Okay, easily. So be it, but not here. Follow me. Oh wait, we said come here. You can tell me. Maybe I can help. Try to persuade him to talk. Kuath leads you to a small cavern opening from the back wall of the larger grotto and separated by a rag curtain from the rest of the farm. Judging from the piles of scrolls stacked on a desk and on the shelves, this must be his office. Even most of the workers don't know, hence the need for privacy. I'm not sure I can trust you, but I am in dire need of someone competent, or at least more mobile than me. Spit it out. Superintendent Kuath sighs. I might as well tell you. See, a couple of months ago, our mushrooms started withering, nay, rotting, which is a bit strange for something that thrives on rot to begin with. My best guess is that after exhausting the upper layers of the soil, we dug too deep and unleashed something, maybe some kind of magical effect, some anomaly, a residue from calamity. We didn't even notice it in the beginning because apparently the rot eats the fungi from the inside. The first sign was when the workers started getting sick. Oh, it's not exactly lethal, at least not right away, but he dehydrates you and weakens everyone who digests the mushrooms to a degree that makes survival in the wastelands extremely difficult, if not outright impossible. And then there's the spores that might spread the contagion further. You listen to the superintendent as the superintendent goes on. It doesn't appear to be more contagious, but of course we quarantine the afflicted. Only a few select workers know. The rest, we're told, it's a case of scurvy, which is quite believable as we tend to follow a rather simple diet down here. Why would you quarantine people that have scurvy? Isn't scurvy just the lack of vitamin C? Or is it affliction caused by it? I'm not sure. Maybe once it's like in somebody, like when somebody has scurvy, it's easier to pass it on to somebody that even if they have vitamin C or lots of vitamin C, I'm not sure. Meanwhile, we had just enough upper caves left to keep on harvesting healthy specimens for a while. Seeing your alarmed expression, he adds, "Oh, don't worry. Should you have purchased some of our goods already, let me assure you that we still have a large quantity of uncontaminated mushrooms. We are looking for a profit, yes, but that doesn't include losing our potential long-term customers to disease. You must understand that the whole operation was entrusted to me, and my venery supervisors are unforgiving, to put it mildly. I hoped I could find a remedy before it's too late, but now must admit I'm at my wit's end. You seem to be someone of vast resources. Maybe you could help me out. I wouldn't be ungrateful." Okay. I'm not sure I'm the right person for the job, but let's see. What would you have me do? Guess you'd like your employees to remain unaware. Sure. First, you might want to take a look at some of the contaminated fungi. Who knows? Maybe with the right skills, you could come to some conclusion right away. Right here. Else, if you don't think you're up for the task for quite understandably do not want to risk getting infected, there's a sorcerer acquaintance of mine dwelling in Avernum. I have a few samples stowed away in vials, which makes it safe to carry them. Maybe you could bring them there and see what he makes of them. I guess you'd like your employees to reign America. Be sure to make sure of that for a price. No, we're not going to exploit them. Let me see these infected specimens. Kuath beckons you to follow him. You descend into the lower regions of the grotto, and as you walk, you can see the workers getting more and more sparse. Finally, you stand before a cave entrance guarded by 4 watchmen, blocked by a makeshift palisade. The superintendent bids the guards to move it aside. I won't follow you in there, as I'm afraid I've already been exposed too much to the contamination. I'd also advise you to wear this. With that, he hands you a bone-framed mask made with some organic matter. It's bee skin infused with vinegar, he explains. I like that they have infused with vinegar, which probably just means soaked. The only thing we found to block the infection for a while. Still, better be quick about it. You enter and find yourself in a small chamber with a table in the middle. On the table, several samples of fungus flesh are displayed, all in various stages of decay. The first one looks almost completely healthy, apart from a few minuscule black dots on the surface. But as you progress to examine all of them, you can see there is a neat display of how the sickness destroys. This is a neat display of how the sickness destroys the plantation stock. The last mushroom is but a foul, shriveled thing, dead as it gets, but somehow still emitting dark clouds of spores. Pressing your mask into your face, you begin the examination. Low chance of success because we don't have any herb lore. That is a good point. We did not select herb lore at all. Can we select it now? No. Okay. Well, low chance. Let's go. Fail. As you pick up the last mushroom on the table, you make a sudden involuntary movement. You jerk back at the supposedly dead tissue, utters a hissing sound, but it's already too late. An eruption of black spores bursts into your face, and you know instantly that your mask won't protect you. Alarmed, you try to shield your face with your arms and not to inhale too much of the poisonous cloud. Well, we'll try. Fail. 94 of 55. Ugh. Or against 55. Amidst vehement? Sure. Fits of coughing, you stumble out of the chamber. Superintendent Kuath and the guards look at you with horror, slowly backing away from you. Didn't you say it wasn't contagious, you asked, after you were able to catch your breath. Kuath looked ashamed. Well, yes. I mean, no, it isn't. Just the instincts? Gods, you caught a wholesome whiff there. Are you alright? You feel like your lungs have been deflated. Your throat burns as if you haven't drunk for several days. Your eyes itch. Never better, you croak. The sarcasm seems to be lost on Kuath and his men. So what now? Asked the superintendent. Now, suppose I'm even more interested in finding his cure. Where are these samples and where exactly do I find the sorcerer? Yeah. Right, says the superintendent. Oh, I got mushroom rot. Cool. Is that... I can't look at my character, can I? No. Right, says the superintendent. The sorcerer's name is Incanus. No, we know this dude. He lives in a tower near the Villa district of Avernum. There is an ongoing agreement between him and the House of Venery So we will be sure to help. Anyway, just to be safe, I'll give you a letter of good conduct. Also, I think it's best if 2 of my agents accompany you so that you can vouch for, so they can vouch for you and bring back any news or results. Wouldn't want you to run unnecessary errands. Don't worry, they won't be bothering you much. And of course, as I said, there's a reward. Let's say 2/5 of a stack in advance. Agree, but first I'd like to purchase some fungi from the unaffected stock. You visit Master Proghira here? Sure. Trader of the Outpost. That's what it takes. Yeah. Plus 20 mushrooms. That's nothing. House of Venery agents joins your comitatus. Proghira is staring at a slate ledger as you walk up to him. What can I do you for? Let's do business. Set properly ingredient for food and drink due to its wide availability. Significantly lower than the asking price, or than the local price. I guess we can buy 50 stacks. Oh, this is per stack, so we can buy like 2 more. But this doesn't count as food, which sucks. Okay, well, we need to get back to Vernum then. I could force march us, which would save on food. Oh, we cost us vigor. Not the end of the world. Failed, but we did get some food. We'll sleep. Okay, 100%. We should be good for food. Pay now. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need to be paying them double at the moment. Unable to post guards. And then we'll force march the last bit, because why would I not? Pay the fee, market. Okay, let's sell to you. I didn't want to zoom. Okay, ivory. Mushrooms, 4. What did we buy them for? Price history. Mushrooms. You. I don't think we are making a profit. Oh wait, that's per stack that we were buying them. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we definitely made a profit. Yeah, okay. And then wine, we can sell wine. And is that green? Scrap metals in demand. Green is in demand. Spice we can sell. Obsidian blades. Contraband. Oh, that's good to know. We need to buy supplies. 10 days. I should buy animals or something. What are you? Cargo. Categories cargo. Miscellaneous. Protective gear. Sorcery. Cargo. Because this boosts plus 35 beast cargo. Yeah, I think we go with this. Because this gives us, okay, we're 149. Yeah, so every beast gives plus 35 more. Okay. Cool. Which, oh boy, do we need storage, because then we can buy more metal. Well, actually, that's not a whole lot of metal, but we can sell more, I don't know, grain to them or something. Not grain, actually. The bone, I guess bone. Yeah, anyhow, we were going to the sorcerer. Visit the sorcerer. Oh yeah, we also have captive slaves. Yeah. But sorcerer first. The Tower of Incanus, the sorcerer, stands at the border of the hill, overlooking the streets and alleys filled with foundries and forges on the northeast side of Avernum, half engulfed in smog. The tower stands much taller than any building nearby. The soot-covered walls made of... Oh wait, I've read this. Why am I reading this? Do you know what to make of this? You and the Venery agents show him the letter and the affected mushroom sample. Sorcerer takes a quick look at the letter, the sample, and takes him to his study, asking you to wait. He emerges about after half an hour, letting you know that the infection is part natural, part enchantment. Causes the mushrooms to become extremely invasive to vertebrate life. That doesn't make any sense. Attacking their lungs and throats, but withering and dying when not attached to hosts. Whoever did this wanted to cripple the colony by destroying crops and workers alike. Oh, vertebrae. Oh, vertebrate. Okay, I was thinking bugs, but no, that's just anybody that has a spine. Yeah. Okay, this makes sense. Whoever did this wanted to cripple the colony by destroying crops and the workers alike, says one of the agents thoughtfully. I can confirm or deny this, Incanus says in a monotonous voice. You can now undo most of the harm if you act quickly. The agents take note of how to use medical herb concoctions and simple enchantments to undo the infection. They hand over a small purse as a token of Venery gratitude and tell you you'll make their own way back to Omphalet outpost. Before that, you also receive medicine that will cure your own infections and that of your crew. You take your reward and prepare to leave. The agents go their separate way. House of Venery. Agents leave your comitatus. Plus 3 Laerg. Or 30. Lose mushroom rot. Plus 5 insight. Let's go. Leave for now. You did everything you came here for. Is there anything? No, we have nothing to identify. Is there anything we can sell? Yes, but nothing I want to. Cool. Leave for now. What is our companions looking like? I do have insight. I guess I should get more lures. Herb lore. I wish I could see like what our total is as a group. Which I guess probably is perk summary, but I don't have that unlocked. Okay. Companions. You're maxed out. Yeah. But I want to look at your health actually. Vitality. Not terrible. I think we can go fight. You make ready to leave Vernum. No, I want to go back actually. On second thought, you still have things to do in the city. Yes. Visit Slag for... No, I wanted... Oh, deal with captive slaves? Exchange local news. Healing from Ash. We do need to go to Ash. Where's our inventory? Cargo. Oh, there we go. No, we don't have any slaves. We have our own slaves, but that's fine. Beasts. I do want to buy some. But they're expensive. Deal with the captive slaves. You've been dragging them with you for long enough. It's high time you decide what to do with the slaves you've taken in at the abolitionist cave camp. Most of them are much too young or much too old to serve in the comitatus, but they still may be sold for a wee profit as household slaves. Alternatively, you could just set them free when your Surgorodite columns are not looking, of course. Nah, we'll sell them on the market, I guess. The slave weavers make faces when looking over your stock and tell you that these are in fairly bad shape. A few of them are worth something because they have some kind of skill or will be ideally in a pleasure house. Well, we'll upgrade our chances and sell them for as much as you can. Success, you roll 51 out of 94. Manage to ramp up the prices somewhat. You take the coin and leave. The comitatus is somewhat displeased, though. Minus one. Yeah, but $300. Okay, whatever. That's done. Fighting pit. That's the one I was looking for. Battle on fights. You have no expert in pit fights, but you might get lucky. Enter the roster. Yep. Try to defeat the... right, we're on to champions. Falco, the man in charge, tells you that fights are arranged each day. Yeah, we know this already. Try to defeat the champions. There's an entry fee. 1 Laerg. The current champions of the fighting pit are 3 ogre mercenaries who have dominated the local scene since a gladiator revolt earlier this year. Professional warriors who are used to fight side by side. They are sure to give you a greater challenge than any other contestant before. This is clear from the moment you walk into the pit. All cool charisma and imitating snarls. The crowd loves them, but your fighters, by now heroes of the pit, receive a smaller applause. Your fighters enter the pit. Oh yeah, they're wounded, but like, he's wounded by 1. I want to move you up, actually. Yeah. And then we should be good. Let's see, you have attack, ranged attack, or whatever. Yeah. So, and there's 3 of you. But 1 of you is wounded. Which one is wounded? You. Okay, whatever. Let's start with throw. Okay, well, we're gonna buff you. still think just straight up dealing damage is way more important. We'll kick you. Perfect, because that stuns as well. That's so strong. No, I want damage. Hello? Oh, that's promotion, my brain. Yeah, cool. And stab you. And then we're gonna kick you. And then Mind Blast. You? No, you're stunned, so you're fine. I feel like we stunned you. Or Mind Blast you, because then we can just kill you with her. Or try to, at least. Now he's dead. Cool. 0 damage. 4 damage. Not great, but that's okay. He revives himself. Not anymore. You can't do anything. So I'm gonna move you. Blocked. Sad. Okay, that was a lot of attacks. Okay, you can stop so I can revive my dude? What in the world is that attack? Slice and dice. One of a series of savage attacks. Marauder keeps swinging until missing his mark. Oh, that's bad. Okay, well, we need to revive. You. I can't do anything else. Stun you. Go away. And we'll do damage. Dead. Oh, not quite. Stun you again. Dead. Okay. Is that the only champions? Your heart is about to explode as the last orc warrior falls to the ground, his blood splashing on the sands. His death throws? His death throws? I guess it throws. His death throws driving the crowd into a frenzy. Your companions gather their wits and stand together, weapons raised to salute the audience and the fallen emperor, the enemies alike. Falco draws you aside and shakes your hand enthusiastically. That was a fight for the ages, Vagrus. I swear on old hand Marcus, such fights belong to a real arena. You honored us and I thank you. A shame you are not interested in staying and fighting on. Anyhow, thanks again. He hands you a fat purse of copper coins. You deserve this. You pocket your winnings and take your companions to rest. They have earned it. Isn't that the line from Oblivion? Leave the arena now and rest. You've earned it. I think it's it. Yeah. +1 day. And cool. He can do double and +2 moral, +2 nutrition. It would only boost. Actually, it would boost nothing. So interesting. Okay. I guess I could do odd jobs. Oh, wait, that will cost morale. I don't have any resourcefulness. Okay, well, that's that. We can still bet on fights, but we don't need to. Okay. Passengers. Exchange local news. We have a fair amount of food. We'll buy metal. Here's iron. I'll buy iron first. Not what I want. And then buy silver. Tin is cheap, so we don't want it. Bronze. And copper. Actually, I guess we're buying tin then, because there's no other metal. And yeah, I guess that's it. I shouldn't buy food because it's more expensive here, but we need food, so that's why we picked it up. But okay, I think we're good. We could buy, well, I can't actually buy beasts. Passengers, rivers, no. Okay. Reach gates, you already paid the tax, wasteland awaits. I didn't want to scout. I wanted to move my mouse, which, or not my mouse, but the map. There we go. I keep forgetting I can't actually move the map. I want to move the map and look around, but can't do that. We rest. We can keep doing. We do 150, but nourished is fine. It does increase everything by 2. Yeah, it's fine. Enter. Yeah, should be fine. Sell. Bronze. I am clicking the wrong button. Copper. And definitely iron. Yes, we want to get rid of that as well. Cool. Now we're 303. Amazing. Yeah, we can buy some supplies. I want to go exploring, so I might as well buy all of them. And that's about it for now. Yeah. Leave. Okay. I guess we rest. Well fed. Yeah, we're good. Tons of money, tons of food. Because I want to find the other tribe. But I don't know where that is. Oh, I guess we could also go back there, but I feel like we can do that on the way back. I guess we can scout. Does it help? Yeah, I guess so. Not foraging, I want events. No events. It's a bunch of possible attacks, but... wait. Rest. In the day. I guess we can go there and kill those things. Oh, actually, what's our companions like? She's fully healed, not fully healed, not even close to fully healed. Never mind. Yeah. we keep camping and looking around. Okay, if it's not there, here maybe? We got 14 days of food, we're good. Sustain, vigor is fresh. Over here, maybe? There's also something there, but I don't know what that is. I can boost that. Does that do anything? No. Okay. Ooh, event. Fire tribe encampment. No, we're just moving on. I'm not fighting the fire tribe. Oh wait, we still have 3 movement. Yeah, no, we can't do anything with 3 movement. So we can go for food. Oh, cool. We did get food. 9, so we'll still have food or movement left, so we can go looking for food. Nice. There's something here. Moderate chance of success. I guess we fight this thing. Ooh. Our combat strength isn't all that high, though. Born killers with high morale, though. We'll fight it. You need to select your goal for the fight. Your options are also limited based on the type of enemy you're fighting and the circumstances you have met them under. When you are in ambush, your options are severely diminished. The available targets or loot are listed below, right below the goal options. You can change your goal after each round of the fight, as well as attempt to flee, retreat, or disengage, risking a cause or chase in those cases. Select a goal for the fight. So we can defend equally, defend the beast, defend the cargo, defend the crew, protect the armed crew. I guess equally? Okay, crew combat typically lasts for 3 rounds, during which you need to manage who in your crew fights and who does not, as well as increase your chances of success or modify outcomes by performing special actions each round. Each round you roll to see how successful you attack or defend. The chances of success and failure derived from the combat strength, defense, and action modifiers of the 2 sides can be seen in the middle. Okay. If the enemy successfully flees, retreats, or disengages at any given round, you can choose to pursue them or just stand down. The enemy can do the same to you in case your side withdraws. Additionally, if it is not wiped out at the end of the third round, your crew, if not in a hurry, has a chance to save the wounded by healing them. Okay. During the battle, you can see your units left and the enemy right. You can click on your groups of enemies to add them to or include them from the fight. Exclude them from the fight before you commit to the current round rounds roll. The selected unit adds their combat strength defense to the total, but have a chance to be wounded or killed. Workers and slaves become mortally wounded after a single hit, while other combatants become wounded first. Severely wounded companions and mortally wounded crew cannot fight. while wounded crew grant lower combat strength than healthy ones. Check the detailed reports of each round by clicking the scroll button. The scroll button? Oh. Including passengers and or armed slaves is an option, but those have their consequences like losing morale and obedience. Many factors have an impact on combat strength, defense, damage dealt, and sustained, and other stats. Consult the tooltips to learn more. Select your combat groups and click fight. Okay. So do we arm the passengers? No, I don't think we can arm the slaves either. We have a less chance of arm you. Might become wounded, forfeiting their rewards upon delivery. Okay, so we have a 47 chance of success, essentially. Okay, let's try. Okay, our scouts died. Okay, round one. One damage successfully warded off by the enemy. One success warded off by fighting crew. Enemy inflicted 1 damage to Morwen, 2 to fighter. Severely wounds 1 fighter. Inflicts 2 damage to scout, 4 to workers. Severely wounds 4 workers. Inflicts 2 damage to Jahakra. Severely wounds 1 Jahakra. 1 morale due to your casualties. The enemy ravages 251 supplies. Okay. Actions. Combat actions are commands you can issue before each round of crew combat to alter the course of the battle, raising your chances of success or mitigating losses. Maximum 2 actions can be performed per combat round. Both cost resourcefulness. The second one costs more than the first. Actions that are in tune with your disposition, offense for the attacker and defense for the defender side, cost less resourcefulness. Additionally, Marauder Prime and Guard Captain duties lower the resourcefulness cost of offense and defense actions respectively. Apart from the cost, actions have all sorts of requirements and effects, making them situational to use. Consult each tooltip on these and pick the right ones to optimize your tactics in crew combat. You can enter companion combat against a faction of the foe's forces using the appropriate action. When you do, you can choose who to focus on, their leaders, their regular combatants, or a mixture of the two. You can return to crew combat after 6 rounds of companion combat. You will return, no matter the result of the fight. Any combatant failing in this companion combat will be removed from... Any combatant falling in this companion combat will be removed from the crew combat, but defeating all of the enemies damages their grit significantly, while losing the fight pertains to a moral loss on your crew. Concentrate defense cunning. What does this do? Huh? Could you tell me? unable to switch goals. I was going to say I don't care about the supplies. Okay, I guess we fight again. So we have one, you guys. We're definitely losing right now, but good roll. Oh, wait, they're running? Disengaging. Beast-born killers fast. Oh, stand down. Your crew tends to the wounded in the heal phase, rolling for the recovery of each unit one by one. Severely wounded units can only be healed with a critical success. Every healing attempt has a chance to consume a medical kit. The healer perks of companions or the Vagrus, as well as certain gear and other sources can increase the chances to heal units. You can also take additional time, deducting movement points, and or resourcefulness to increase the chances. Click on heal. Okay. Victory or defeat are determined based on the number of factors. Success or critical success in rounds earns 1 or 2 victory points, respectively. Additionally, attackers gather points for succeeding in fulfilling their goal. Defenders get points both for preventing attackers and for keeping their crew alive. The side with more victory points in the end wins, while in the case of tie, the side with the more wins during the 3 rounds is considered victorious. The pose of victory sequence involves looting. You can retrieve items, goods, or even beasts and mounts depending on the enemy you defeated. As with all opportunities of revenue in the game, relying on this sort of loot alone will not keep you afloat. Click on move on. So we failed. Crave fulfilled. We didn't protect the valuables, but we kept our defenders alive and disengaged the attackers. So we almost won. Killed or wounded crew. Are you dead? How do I know what the difference is? Do I have no scouts now? Crew. No, I still have a bunch of scouts. Workers are still good. Do we have enough to defend? We have like no defense points. Okay. I guess we continue. Yeah. Our morale's low. Our vigor is low, actually. Post no guards. So we're gonna boost our nutrition for a bit. Healed to hurt. There we go. That's good. Guess we can go up here. We were here before. We haven't tried down here, I guess. There's no point in doing that. We're fatigued. Camp. Do up 2, so we can do that. Scouts harmed, but no food. I don't think I can get down there. I'm assuming that's because it's like part of the tutorial that's blocked off. I'm gonna scout. Do 11? No. Okay, there's nothing here. Oh, we're exhausted now. Okay. We need to get to a town. Oh, hello. Scouts report seeing signs of encampment among the dunes. It's poorly hidden Vagrus. They either trust the place to be avoided due to quicksand in all directions, or they don't give a damn. The scouts who returned after seeing the camp from afar reports. The relatively flat terrain makes approach easier, but may also make it easier for the Kamikazes to be spotted. We can't do this because we need more fighters. Okay. Well, we're gonna rest here anyhow. So we need to get to Vitrar. Yep. This again. Enter. Okay. Rest by the lakes. +1 vigor. Nice. Market. We need to buy supplies. I keep clicking the wrong button. Okay. Buy all their supplies. If nothing of value. People going to Avernum. That is kind of expensive to do. Ooh, I could buy Beast Burden here, but actually we need more fighters, right? We could probably take on more workers. I'm not buying more slaves, but I could do a scout. Oh, they don't even have slaves. And then we're gonna rest because I want to. Not an available option, but get more vigor. Okay, cool. Companions. 4, 14, 16. Yeah, you need to heal before I'm doing anything. Yeah, but we're gonna end it today and pick it up next time. Yeah. Thank you all for watching and see you next time. Bye.